It wouldn't be one of our trips if it wasn't raining, right?
Right.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sean here. So, we are back out on another adventure. Today we're headed into Taylor Primitive Campsite. We have camped here one time before, but I swear I remember the parking lot having more spaces to park than this time, but maybe not. But just a short hike in, gonna head in there. There looks like there might be some rain, maybe not, but we're gonna head on in there, find us a spot to set up, and get ready to chill for the night. So we're doing something a little different tonight. We're bivy camping. Don't have the hammock. Temperatures are supposed to be in the low to mid 60s tonight, so that should make it okay for the bivy. So we'll see how that goes, but we better go ahead and get in here and get set up just in case. I have to admit, I don't remember the sand spurs from last time. Oh well, we just had to be careful. So, let me tell you what just happened to me. I was hiking along and pretty much know where I'm going. I've only been here one other time, but I remember the trail. I recorded something, and as I was hiking, I decided to watch that recording back and just bebopping along and missed my turn off. And I look up and I realized that I don't recognize the area that I'm in. And I hadn't gone far, a couple hundred yards maybe. But it's easy to do. It's very easy to do. And I got a little complacent. I got distracted and missed my turn off. And that could be a very dangerous thing. So, knowing what I did, I stopped immediately. I didn't panic. I turned around and retraced my steps. Now, I've got a trail marker up ahead of me. Reorient, get myself back in the right place, I'm good to go. But it's just something to remember. Something like that happens, don't panic. Retrace your steps. And if at all possible, retrace your steps. But you can mitigate that, like in my case, by just not getting distracted and paying more attention. So don't do like I do like you're supposed to do. There. Back on track. All right, so we got our little bivy set up. I've got the air mattresses and stuff in there, and pretty much ready. I mean, I've got a blanket that I'll throw in there for tonight, but I won't need much, I'm sure. I think I brought my, might have been the whoopee. I can't remember. I just grabbed one of the bags, so I hope I grabbed the right thing. For tonight, like I said, it's going to be in the low 60s tonight, mid to low 60s tonight, but it's not going to be cold, so I won't have to worry about that. I thought about just leaving the actual cover off of it, and I don't know, I'm on the fence with that. I may still do that and just have the netting on there, but we'll see. I kind of want to wait and make sure that we're not going to get any rain, but it doesn't look like we are. I think everything's kind of blown past us now, so we should be pretty good with that. But here in a few minutes, I'm going to go ahead and have to gather us up some firewood. I got something different to make for dinner tonight, something that should be pretty easy, but I'm going to do it in sort of a foil pack. But so I'm going to have fire tonight, and I brought my little Uberleben like firebox stove, so we'll have to get us up some little firewood to go in that for tonight. So I am honestly just enjoying sitting here in the shade right here on the ground. It's actually pretty comfortable in this particular spot, so I don't know. We are camping with some buddies tonight. Some of my Florida bushcraft buddies, which is typically who we camp with tonight, but they've got all their stuff set up around here. I decided to go with the Bivy this time, just simply because we used the hammock last time. So figured, again, we'll just do something different. I've got the air mattress and the Bivy, or the sleeping pad, I should say. It's not, well, it is an air mattress, but anyway, just a little something different. But I think now we need to go ahead and gather us up some firewood and get ready to start making dinner, because it ain't gonna be too long and I'm gonna be ready to eat. This one's gonna be kind of interesting. Whoops. Well, we almost got firewood together before it started raining. But thankfully, our buddy Mark let us hang out with him under his tarp. That way I'm not stuck in the bivvy. But hopefully this will pass through pretty quick and we can go ahead and get dinner going. I don't think it's supposed to last very long, right?
It wasn't supposed to happen.
That's what happens when you hang out with Wyld Outdoors. It's gonna rain. It wouldn't be one of our trips if it wasn't raining, right?
Right.
All right, so we have got us some pine that has been in the rain, but if you look, the center of that pine is still pretty dry, so we can split this stuff up. And I actually found a piece over here that has a fat lighter center, so we should be golden.
do it with him a couple times, but at some point I'm gonna be like, he slept in that tent last time. You guys see him by any chance?
He was sleeping on the bare floor, wasn't he?
Well, so bare floor and head in.
Okay, so I struggled tonight. I could not get my fire in the little firebox going, so I'm gonna just use the campfire the guys got going. But tonight for dinner, I just got a pack of the already fully cooked burnt ends. I think they're like Bridgeford or something like that. I got them from Winn-Dixie, and they're just chunks of burnt ends and barbecue sauce. I'm gonna just make a tin-foil pack, and I think I'm gonna just throw them on the coals over here and let them heat up good, and should make a good dinner, really easy, and I'll enjoy that. It ain't gonna be too long before I'm gonna hit the sack though, so got to get these on the coals. Well guys, it is time to hit the sack. Dinner was really good tonight. Sorry I didn't show you too much of that. We were all hanging around the fire and stuff, but I had a really good afternoon, and I'm tired. I'm gonna hit the sack, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Coffee. Well, good morning. I have to say, I did have a good night last night. I slept okay, not great. You guys know I'm not really a good bivy tent guy. Sleeping on the ground's not my favorite, but I actually slept pretty good last night. The temperature was perfect, so that was okay. I have to admit, I got a little frustrated with that bush box or that firebox thing last night, and it's my fault really. I didn't prep my wood enough, and I just got frustrated with it and said the heck with it. They had a fire going over here, and I gave up on it. I shouldn't have. I should have went ahead and fought through it and got it done, but there was no sense in it. I decided instead of doing that and making myself miserable, I would just come over here and enjoy the fire. So it is what it is. I really wanted to do a better job of cooking that and stuff over the fire for you, but that's just how it goes sometimes. It just didn't work out, but I got up early this morning and I was laying there in my bivy looking up through the door of it, and through the trees I could see the moon and really bright stars, and it was so cool to just be able to lay there and look up and see that. And that really made the trip for me, just sitting there and then getting up, and it was still dark, and a couple of the guys had the fire going already this morning, and that's one of my favorite things about camping is getting up early morning like that, and the campfire and the smell of that campfire, and just being there when the day breaks, and skies go from black to dark blue to gray, and then you listen to the first sounds of the birds chirping in the morning, and then with that fire crackling in the background, and that I hope you can hear Randy snoring. That's awesome. But the smell of that first cup of coffee in the morning going on the fire, to me, that's the best camping. And I got that this morning. It was perfect. That's all I could have asked for. And so I love that. But I've sat here around the fire a little bit and already drank some coffee. Sitting here listening to the birds chirp. But here in a little while, I am going to make me some breakfast this morning. And I've got a mountain house. I'm going to do that breakfast scramble this morning. I didn't use last time. But I'm going to do something I don't normally do. Haven't done one in a really long time. I've got a subscriber shout out that I'm going to be doing this morning here in a few minutes. Someone left me a really, really good comment, and I want to read that to you, so you guys stick around for that.
That's the latest new stuff you need done out, bud. That's good. Pushing this greenhouse with your hammer, so you don't have your bug net above you.
I'm
It's
thinking
open.
I just need to.
I ran the Fortress for several years.
The Fortress?
Yeah, that was the tarp with doors.
Oh, that was it.
All right, so breakfast this morning is the breakfast skillet. Now, this is actually really good, especially if you put some hot sauce in it. But if you take this breakfast skillet and you put it in a wrap with a little bit of cheese, it makes a really, really good breakfast. And if you do it with wraps and cheese, this whole pack right here will make breakfast for, several people. So just something to think about. But these are really good. And the nice thing about these is it has the bigger chunk of egg in it. And the egg actually rehydrates pretty good. Not like the dehydrated eggs that I made that one time. They were horrible. But this actually turns out pretty good. So if you're looking for a good breakfast, lightweight, fairly cheap on the trail, these are pretty good. All right, so we're gonna do something that we don't normally do. We haven't done one in a while. Today, we're gonna do a subscriber spotlight. So we got a comment on a video from a lady named Lady Justice Susan. And I thought this was a really nice comment, and I thought that I would read it to you guys and just let you know what somebody else is saying. So Lady Justice Susan commented on our Hot Summer Nights Hammock Camping in Florida video. She said, I'm a 61-year-old woman who used to camp and hike just like this until a few years ago when I developed a chronic illness. I'm sure I'm not your target demographic, but I want you to know how much I enjoy your videos and appreciate you bringing them to us. Up north, I've camped in 21 degrees and heavy snow, and here in Florida, I've camped in the Everglades in the 100s, and that's hardcore, guys. And of course, everything in between. Your videos bring me back to the time when I could still do it. I just don't know how to say how much you are appreciated. And I want to say to Lady Justice Susan, thank you so much for saying that. I've said many times in videos that my goal was to get people back outdoors. Especially kids, so getting the kids back out and enjoying the outdoors. But this kind of brought to light a new, sort of a new reason for the channel too. And I hadn't really thought about it that way prior to this comment, but there are a lot of people who can't get out and camp for whatever reason anymore. And so they are watching these videos, and they're getting some joy out of watching what we're doing in these videos. And whether it's me hiking or just camping or kayaking or what have you, there are folks out there who cannot do it anymore and are getting joy out of these videos. And that means the world to me. And I truly appreciate you guys watching the videos. And those of you who are used to hiking and backpacking and things like that, I hope you guys will look around and find another option. If you can't hike and camp anymore, maybe you can car camp. If you can't car camp and you have a reason that you can't, for whatever reason, get out anymore, maybe you turn the ambiance on, build you a fire in the fireplace or something at home when it gets cool, and watch a Wyld Outdoors video. So maybe you can camp on the couch with me and watch one of the videos, or put on the adventure playlist and watch all the videos. So, but I just can't tell you how much I appreciate you leaving that comment. It means the world to me, and it truly did give me a new perspective on these videos. So cheers. Thank you so much.
Right there, is that one right there?
Another one right here. Yep. They'll get a little bit.
So I'm not a mushrooms guy. I wish I was, but leave it in the comments below. Is that a chanterelle? It looked like what I think a chanterelle is, but leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Well, it is time to start packing up. Only had time for one night this weekend. That's okay. I gotta tell you, the weather, and I hate to jinx it, but the weather is starting to change. Like even right now, with the breeze blowing, it feels awesome. So I'm hoping if the weather changes like this, we'll be able to get back into the groove of camping some more. So I've been missing it, and I know you guys have been missing the camping videos. I did my best during the summer, but it's just all I could do to get anything done. But I appreciate those of you who stuck around. I appreciate you for sticking around. And we're really gonna buckle down and make some good videos this fall and winter. I know you guys have noticed, probably, this is the Wyld Camp shirt from last year. We have designed a new Wyld Camp t-shirt, and I haven't posted it yet, but this is what it looks like. And if you're interested in one of those, I will put a link in the description. And remember, this is from our crowd-made store, so it takes about 2 weeks to get the shirt. So if you want it before Wyld Camp, you need to order it accordingly. So if you don't know what Wyld Camp is, click this QR code, scan it, it'll take you over to the page and you can check it out. It's a group camping event we put on. And if you're into camping in Florida, or if you're new to camping and you're interested in learning different aspects of camping, there's a lot of knowledge that we'll share at Wyld Camp, and I think you're going to enjoy it. So scan that QR code, check it out, and if you're interested, get you a ticket. So last night I had my Thermarest Z-Lite pad folded out there, and then I had my Thermarest, I believe this is the Trail Scout mattress, and it was really comfortable. The thing I don't care for with this mattress is it doesn't pack down super small, but it is very, very comfortable. So, and it's got a good R value for winter camping in Florida. So I believe, like I said, I believe this is the Trail Scout. I don't know though. I mean, it's not super small, but it packs down decent. But for a nice insulated pad. It's not terrible. So, I know you guys have watched me use these things before, and I am so hit or miss with these things. I cut that pine up and split it down fine, and I even used fat lighter, and it just didn't matter what I did last night. Everything I tried to do with it, it would just go out. Even the fat lighter, as soon as I'd get it lit and put it down in there, it would just go out. So I gave up on it last night. This is a nice little set here. It's overlapping, and I've used it before where it worked great. But for whatever reason last night, I just could not make that thing work correctly. And so I gave up on it. And they already had a fire going, so I just took the easy route and went and used their fire. But I'm sure that if I had to have a fire, I could have sat there and worried with it and made it work, but I just got frustrated with it and quit. But, you know, it was just, it doesn't always go right, guys. That's something you need to remember, is just because it doesn't always go right doesn't mean it will always not go right. So you go out one time and it doesn't go right, that doesn't mean you should just quit. There's plenty of chances to get it right. So So I just realized that I've had my bang camera on time lapse. I have no idea when I did that. So we'll see how much of the footage is messed up. But we're on the way back out to the vehicles, and it dawned on me this is a good time to talk about this. So I like to hike in the spots and carry things on my back. But sometimes some of these guys, for one reason or another, can't hike in with a backpack. Shoulder problems, back problems, what have you. So they have opted to, where possible, roll a cart in. And so that's what I talk about when I say that you have to figure it out and make things work for you. These guys have got this thing figured out. And even though physically you might not be able to hike in with a pack on anymore, it doesn't mean you can't still do it. You just have to figure out what your options are and make them work. All right, guys, we have made it back to the car. What a fun, quick little overnighter. The dinner was really good last night. Sorry I didn't show you too much of it. We were all joking around the fire, and I kind of forgot to film a lot of it. But I got this here that I can show you what it was. So it was the Kingsford pork burnt ends. And that's fully cooked already, so I just threw them in my pack and I went out there and made the foil packs and heated them up. And believe it or not, guys, those things were really, really tasty. They were really good. They would have been great over like some seasoned rice or something like that. It really would have been delicious, but it was perfect for what I needed for last night. But this video is a little bit different. I've got a few different things in here that I haven't had in the past. We've talked about some different things in here, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed the camping trip and making the video. So if you enjoyed it, give it that big thumbs up for me. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down there and ring that notification bell so you get notified next time we put out a video. You can follow us on Instagram or on Facebook. Appreciate you guys watching. I hope you get out there and have an adventure, and if you can't, I hope you enjoy watching the videos with us. So appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next week.